Welcome to Talent Hub Exclusives with Benga. It promises to be another exciting time and yes, another exciting episode. With me today is a guest I've known for a very, very long time. He's very humorous, very comical. In fact, when you see his face, I'm sure you start to laugh. But the point of today's episode is about originality, bringing out the best in you and knowing exactly what is in you. I would love you to meet our guest in the person of MC Chux. You're welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you. Good to see you again.
Yeah, I can see you're taking your time to, come into the show because it takes a lot to be big like you.
Yeah, when you make it in life, you don't just appear anywhere. People will take it for granted.
I know the feeling. You're welcome to the show. Please let our audience meet you. Who is MC Chux briefly?
All right. Good afternoon, Africa. Good afternoon, Nigeria. Good afternoon, Lagos. The person in front of you is your boy. My name is MC Chux, or Digwe Chukwuka Ibinum is my name. I'm from Delta State. I'm from Kwale, to be precise, Utagbaugbe village and clan of Delta State. I've lived almost all my life in Lagos. Went to secondary school, primary school in Lagos, secondary school in Ogun State, university somewhere around Anambra State. I'm a graduate of public administration by certification. I'm a comedian, like I used to say, by condition. Today, we thank God for everything. And that's why we're here today.
Yeah, that's why we're here today. That's MC Chux briefly. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, please, how did you discover that comedy was your talent? Like, comedy was your thing? Because anybody can just say something and everybody starts laughing, but how did you know that comedy was your calling?
I'll define this in two aspects. I used to be a very timid person while I was in my primary and secondary school, early part of my secondary school.
Okay.
Until I got to senior secondary school. I remember vividly back then, I had this very funny character, especially in my room. I went to a boarding secondary school, so in my room then, I had this very, very wicked senior student who was a prefect, who was always coming to me to beg me for some certain things. And when I don't give him, at night he finds one way or the other to punish me. So somehow I started repelling. I started revolting against some of his actions, but I didn't do it in a forceful manner. I didn't report him. I started making him laugh somehow. He would just punish me and I would be doing the opposite. For example, he says stool down and I will lie down. Sometimes he would say raise up your hand and I will raise up my legs, and he would just laugh. It started somehow like that. Again, I will gather some of my friends. I will tell them stories. They will find an hilarious theme about it.
Okay.
And somehow one day somebody called me and he was like, Chux, go into comedy. Then back then, I remember back then I would come to Lagos, watch a lot of comedy scenes and CDs, and go back to school and start cracking it like those senior comedians. And they'll be like, wow, we've not heard of this before, and you're saying it just the way it is. And somehow I fell in love with comedy.
Okay.
I fell in love with comedy, and as the time goes by, I got into the university. I decided to modify the act. I met some good friends and senior colleagues who put me through, and yes, I was mentored, tutored, and schooled,
which is very important. Yes.
And thank God for where we are today.
Yeah, thank God for where we are today. Just that mentorship you talked about is a very, very important thing. So you talked about cracking it the way it is. So is it spontaneous, or how do you get your inspiration? Like, if you are on a stage or if you're in front of an audience, is it spontaneous, or how do you get your inspiration?
We're all different kind of people.
Okay.
The truth is, while some are gifted to be spontaneous, some are gifted to have their own ready-made joke.
Okay.
For example, you have some comedians, they are not spontaneous at all. That doesn't mean they are not funny. They have their ready-made jokes, they come and present it.
Okay.
If you keep them on a spontaneous ground, they won't do well. They will just be very dry. But me, I would say I have a balanced element.
Okay.
I've tried to be spontaneous when I need to be, and have my ready-made jokes where the need calls for it. So I balance them. I can be spontaneous. I can give my ready-made jokes.
So
Save the day.
a little bit of here, a little bit of there. Oh, I get the joke. Even if it's not a joke, I get the joke. Yeah.
This one fine. This one fine. I'm madman. They take carry load.
Yes. So how do you intend to get to your target audience? Or let me just say, who are your target audience? Or is it just anybody you make to laugh, or you have specific people that you try to pass your message towards?
Like I would always say, I'm an ethical comedian.
Okay.
I crack ethical jokes. Yes, I would say I have a target audience, and my target audience is everybody.
Okay.
But the truth is, not everybody would accept it as a joke. So, because of the kind of because of my communication skills, I have a target for people who don't like raw jokes.
Okay.
Yeah, people who don't like raw jokes. So I have an audience with people who like family-friendly jokes.
Okay, just modified.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good. And now we know, like a celebrity or like a well-known comedian, you will definitely have fans, and you will definitely have glamour. So how do you handle fans? Like when you are out there before you present, how do you handle people always trying to take a selfie with you, always trying to be around you? Do you just repel them like other people do, or how do you handle fame?
How I handle fans is the same way I handle my family. If you follow me on social media, I don't regard my fans as fans. I regard everybody as family, except you don't want to.
Yeah, okay.
But as for me, I don't see myself as having fans. I see myself as having numerous family members. And how I handle them like family. I treat everybody very, very carefully and with one love.
Wow.
Because I knew how I started.
Yeah, so now it's even taking me back to how you started. Who was your inspiration while growing up? I know you listened to a lot of comedians while growing up, our old-time comedians. So who was your inspiration while growing up? Or maybe it might be more than one.
Serious question. I have more than one comedian who I used to like, and who I still love till today, and I still keep very, very close relationship with.
Okay.
And one of them I love so much is Uncle Kofi Daguru.
Yeah, Daguru.
He's a very, very, very good friend and mentor.
Okay.
Another person I value so much, that's still very close and around, is MC Abi the Prof.
Okay.
I also have people around me like Elder O, 123, Elder O. I have friends and close friends like MC Passion. I have a lot of them around me. Very good friends. And you should know that the comedy industry, once you're there, you're there. For those who know, you should have people who you tend to. Yeah, not forgetting my very good friend MC Pato. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So parental influence. That is one of the most challenges that people face. So how did your parents take it when you first told them you're going into comedy? Like, I sent you to school to study. What is comedy? Do you have that kind of parents, or how did your parents handle your profession?
I don't have that kind of parents. Sorry to say, because I followed the right path, so to speak. They sent me to school. I went to school. In between the lines, started comedy properly in my university days. Like I was director of socials. Yeah. That was how I started comedy. I started comedy in university very well modified. I packaged one, and that led me to the post of director of socials. Okay. And it didn't affect my education, so it didn't affect my parents.
All right, 3 words for upcoming artisans, upcoming comedians, upcoming artists, people that want to bring out the best in them. 3 words to them, please.
Wow. First and foremost, I would say hold God. In this life, you must definitely hold something. If you don't hold God, there's something else you are holding.
Yeah.
People don't sit on the fence any longer. This is 2018. You must hold something. And if in my own best advice for you is that you hold the Almighty Creator and hold Him very well.
Okay.
So that's number one. Serve God, hold God. Number two, have a mentor. Have a good mentor.
Okay.
A mentor is somebody who can mentor you and torment you, who can modify you, recreate you, and put you into proper schooling in your act. Show you the way he has come up and help you through that ladder. And I would always say have a good mentor. And lastly, I would like to say go to school. Whether you like it or not, schooling is very important. Even the Bible says, in all you're getting, get wisdom. And the same Bible also said wisdom is more profitable to direct. So whatever direction you need, either you want to become a comedian or whatever entertainment field you want to embrace, have wisdom, read. And how would you read if you didn't go to school? Please, for you to be what you want to be and be it loud and clear, have these three instruments.
Especially being educated.
Being educated.
All right, so that's it, my people. That's it. But before we let MC Chux go, there's going to be a session, the 60 seconds, where we're not going to tell him what he's going to do, but it's surely going to entertain us. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey, my people, good afternoon. Lagos, Nigeria. My name is MC Chux, the most ethical comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They call me the comedian with the biggest eyes. You can see it already. I'm a TV presenter, a radio host, and of course, an MC and comedian. Now me they take no say. Now me they talk and say naked wire plus naked wire is equals to current affairs. Now me they talk and say person where they give house rent and where they give quick notice, no they pack come up for afternoon. They just check the house for midnight. The guy don't pack come up, don't turn to warehouse. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean they also talk and say no be everybody will get big chest and they carry weight. Some people carry some people for mine. Some carry people for mine. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean they also talk and say naked wire plus naked wire is equals to current affairs. This life, everybody for this country, as we did now, we got the form waiting we want be and act.
So that's it, guys, for today's episode. That was MC Chux. It was a wonderful time with MC Chux, and I'm sure you were entertained. But please, especially the last part, the 60 seconds, please, if you know he won your heart, please vote on the part in the page below. You'll see our Instagram page and our Facebook page. Like, follow, and share your votes. Also share your ideas of who you want us to interview on the next session. I remain your host, Benga Boyega, on Talent Hub Exclusives. Thank you for watching.